Alright, I'm back after, I don't even know, like 3 weeks, maybe a month. But I'm back. I have been a little out of practice here, but with Dengeki Bunko coming out,
Hazama.
I've been a little kind of distracted in my timing of things. But I am back. I'm hoping to have something new as like a little side project that's not fighting game related, just for some fun and stuff on the side. We'll see. It might end up being another fighting game, but just something besides Blaze Blue to keep some fresh material coming in besides just, you know, working with different characters. My already lacking Hazama skills will probably shine through pretty well here tonight. Seeing as I'm out of practice in general, let alone been playing some RPGs and stuff while I had time. That requires very specific timing, because you can launch the Serpent's Infernal Coils really early. Now, I never really played Hazama, so I don't really have a lot of, hey, you should do this versus, you know, other things, you know, like I don't know what changed. I can only tell you how he is in this iteration. Which, a lot of it for me is the fact I'm not good with step characters. I did play Bullet, but step characters generally are a weakness for me. And then his whole his whole D drive thing with the moving around and pulling himself places. Yeah. It just doesn't work well with my... And I'm really bad at this. That shouldn't even be a hard combo. There we go. And that's one of his, like, basic things, so that's one of the things you do have to get down with him. A lot of his combos end with that, and things like that. Now, his Serpent's Benediction, if you don't play him a whole lot, there's a thing to point out. He has the fast attack, and then he has this enhanced thing. If you notice, he kind of gets a green aura if you wait a couple seconds. That's when he's enhanced. It changes the properties a little bit. As you can see, that's fast. And then, sorry. And then you launch them if you do the enhanced version. So.
Sufficient.
Okay, so that won't work in the corner either. Whoops.
Let's get closer. Well then. Not even. Well then. Not even. Well then. Not even. Well then.
I know I'm hitting it a little early. You have to time that C pretty perfectly there to really make it work. Hopefully you don't hit the wrong button too. How dare you block? It's like you knew I was going to attack you or something. That's the essence of the combo. Like I said, I apologize. I'm going to have a lot of botched inputs just from lack of practice. But to be fair, I was also never good with Hazama either, so... I'm a lot better at Harami than I've ever been with him.
Sufficient. You hate me.
Alright, let me watch this once. Oh, is that so? Okay. According to this, you're supposed to do it far enough back that you can do a step up. Yeah.
Not even.
No, I don't need to wrap it.
Not even.
If you time it right. Yeah, okay. So what you're looking for on this one is you can, if you time the dash perfectly, you'll actually hit his body on the way down and it will stop you from moving through him. And then you'll hit him with the attack, and then that happens. So you just have to make sure that you time that dash right, and that you give yourself enough distance too, because if you're right up on him, I think you're going to go through him pretty much regardless. Oh, that's right. Yeah. And here's a perfect example of what I was telling you about, how this is one of his main techniques here. I think this is the same bow.
Hold up.
That forward dash helps keep you close enough to land that crouching C. Of course, there's still a little bit of timing involved. Terami's very timing involved, so... And you do also have to follow up with his jumping C on the way up. You don't want to wait until you're already meeting them in the air, or else you won't land it exactly how you want to. This might just be more of a timing thing. Yeah, it's actually more of a timing thing. You don't really need to do a dash in between there. You can just kind of, if you wait till he falls far enough, which you have to anyway to actually land all 5 hits at a jump. So, like I said, patience is the name of the game if you're playing Terramy. Pretty much.
You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
It's gonna be back. I keep going to forward D. Eh.
You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
So close.
You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Let's say we turn up the...
Let's not turn up the heat, Terramy.
You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
Okay, so, according to that, setting yourself up with that forward dash is recommended.
You're not going anywhere.
I don't know that it's necessarily 100% necessary, but it makes it easier to land, I guess. I did jump cancel early. My bad.
You're not going anywhere.
That threw really far.
You're not going anywhere. Let's say we turn up the...
Alright, now Hazama's is really interesting. I think it has to be right next to him. Yeah. Just let your arm unfold. It is literally right next to him. I'm really bad at the input on this one though, so I apologize. As far as I know, that's the best way to do it. Serpent's Benediction, charge, C, and then his astral input is the easiest way to do that, as far as I know. If anyone else knows differently, feel free to let me know. But by far, that's the easiest thing to cancel it into, as long as you can pull off the input. They're throwing in crush sugars, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop now. I have never actually successfully done a combo with a crush sugar, so I know this one's going to cause me issues up front. I'm just going to go ahead and stop now. I'm out of practice. I couldn't even pull off one with Makoto, and she's my secondary. So I'm going to just end this one here, and on a somewhat high note, although I'd say overall this was pretty shoddy. But I'll end on a high note. I'm glad to be back. I hope everyone's going to enjoy this. I still have a few characters that I need to finish up, so I'm probably still going to be posting BlazBlue videos here for a little while. And like I said, I'm looking at working another title as well. I'm looking at maybe Until Dawn. I know that one was really hot a few weeks ago when it first came out. Probably a lot of people have already seen it by now. I did see a playthrough of it myself, so I kind of know how things play out, but I'm still going to stay true to my heart. You know, if I do end up doing that one, I'm going to make decisions based on how I would make the decisions. I'm not going to base it on knowing anything or things like that. And then on the more fighting game end of things, I was looking at picking up Dead or Alive last round. I know it gets a really bad rap for fan service because it does have it, but overall it's a pretty solid fighting game too. So I might pick up that to record some videos for that as well. It has a challenge mode. It doesn't really have a very hard arcade mode, but it does have... I really enjoy the game, so I'd play it for a little while. And it does have quite a few characters, so I could do something similar to this. I could kind of do a challenge mode, tutorial type thing, and then throw in maybe like an arcade or a survival, something just for fun. I'm not really sure what else, game-wise. There's a lot of ones I could pick, but it all just depends. I had Rock Band 4 come out, and then Gunky Bunko came out on PS3, so I've been messing around with those. So we'll probably only see Blaze Blue here for a few more weeks still. I have to kind of rebuild my funds a bit, but I am looking at possibly doing something else. If anyone has something they're interested in seeing that they haven't seen yet, feel free to leave a comment, and I might do it. I'm always looking for suggestions of games people are interested in seeing, or they enjoyed and think I might like too. I'm pretty much an all-around gamer. There's honestly not a lot of games that I haven't at least played all the way through, just because I didn't like it. The only game that comes to mind is Haze, because I could barely even get through the first level of that game. But other than that, I think I've pretty much at least played through every game I've played. So, anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna go ahead, head into the arcade, get the arcade recorded, and get these up as quick as I can for you, especially since I've been away for so long. But, I'm hoping to get these up tomorrow, and, yeah. Feel free to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff if you enjoyed what I did, and if you have any suggestions of things you might like to see coming up, feel free to let me know as well. I do only have a PS4 as far as recording equipment goes. If I reach certain landmarks, I might consider getting recording gear for other things, but PS4 is really my main console anyway. So if I do get something for PC, I'd probably look at some of the Steam games I have, Guilty Gear, stuff like that. But that would be very far on the horizon. Right now, looking at PS4 stuff, so if there's any PS4 games you're interested in seeing, let me know. Alright, and I'll see you on the next one.